So if you don't know, Fuddy's last debut on the tubes at least was not the last time he played on tourney. He lost the tourney. I was supposed to watch it live, but the matches were privated, so I couldn't even watch them live. And then by the time I got to getting around it and actually trying to watch them, the game had updated, so the matches already had left. So he says he got a new team because he got his ass fucking kicked hard and heavy because I wasn't there to carry his ass. Now he's got a new team. Apparently it's like supposed to be the ultimate good team. Let's figure it out. Let's see what it is, man. They got a Spider-Man ban. They saved Loki, banned Namor, saved BP, and then banned Penny? A little bit odd. I mean, they're going for anti-dive while banning Spider-Man. I guess they just don't have a Spider-Man player. Then they banned Rogue, saved Wolverine. I'm assuming that's for Share Night. The Thor ban, Bucky save, and then Hella ban. Bucky Crutch is insane, but I mean, it is. You're playing for like rep, so you gotta save what you gotta save. No way! He tells me to watch a VOD, and he's gonna be on Invis. Holy shit! Am I watching? Is this real? He's gotta play Invis. I mean, it is what it is. When you're in a comp setting, you gotta play what's gonna work and what's gonna carry. Holy shit! I just didn't expect Fuddy to be on it of all people. All right, look at BP looking for it. That is cancer. Already denied him, and he's probably gonna die right here. If he doesn't die, I mean, I don't know what to say. Your team is already dead. I feel like they committed a little bit too much. Maybe Gambit shouldn't have turned around for the BP. You already had it. You should have turned around once you already had it disabled. But other than that, that was kind of on your tank. I mean, this is just Invis gameplay. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be saying here. Already ulted. Oh, please do not ult. All right, thank you. Thank God. All right, so there's some good and bad already. I'm gonna go ahead and point it out. The good, I will start with the good. The good is that you didn't use your ult. Too many times do people waste ults on supports when they hear an ult because they're scared. Save it. You don't need to use it. Use it to push up. Be aggressive, especially with Invis. You want to push that up as further as you can because Invis ult sucks in terms of other support ults because once you place it, it cannot move. Spectate everyone. I mean, I can see everything that's happening. Oh, another thing I was going to say. I remember what I was going to say. Before this fight even happens. Yo, Fuddy, I know you are not talking and giving out comms. You never do it. When we're playing comp, you're never doing it. You need to break that habit if you want to get better. Comms go a long way. He was? I highly doubt that. Ult on point. Ult on point. There it is. You did it too late. You should have done it earlier. So the reason you do it earlier there is because it gives your team the incentive to push forward. You want to incentivize. Think of this game when you're playing support and tank. Like DPS, you can really do whatever because it's really more mechanic based than anything. But when you're playing tank and support, you really have to play the mind games. And if you don't know how to read your team, then you're not going to go too far. Like you can get far, you can get to Celestial, but you're going to get hard stuck in Celestial for a while. If you don't learn how people think. People see an ult and then your ult and they're going to push up. They're going to be incentivized. I think if you push your ult faster and if you put it on point a little bit further up, your team doesn't die and you win this. I mean, surely your Gambit doesn't die, right? Okay. You missed a good opportunity right here. You probably wouldn't have lost this team fight. I can already tell this is a loss. If you had thrown your little L1 in that cluster of people. Because my guess is either Loki Rune saves them. They were about to die, but Loki Rune saves them. And they might still die if you throw your L1 faster. Your little orb. I mean, look at this. I mean, I called it Loki Rune. If you throw your thing there, they might die. But they don't die because Loki Rune's there. If you see a cluster of people and you know they have Loki, you have to throw your orb on that cluster of people. Because Loki Runes. I could already tell that was going to be a loss. Can you do free cam and explain if they have good team positioning or not? I mean, they're running more of a brawl. They're running more of a brawl type team. So honestly, positioning doesn't matter as much. It matters, but not as much. If you're running brawl, it's more about checkpoints. And by checkpoints, I mean like you stand right here, you get yourself together, then you move forward. You stand right here, then you move forward, then you stand, and then you wait for your cooldowns, and then push forward. Like unless the other team is giving up too much space for free, then that's really how you do it. You can survive this. You might have to ult here, yeah. It gets too risky if you don't ult. Like, you really didn't want to ult there, but it's too risky if you don't. This is a little rough, man. So they used 4 and you used 2? I mean, that's a trade and a half. You should be able to come back from this. So long as your team doesn't hold your ults for no reason. Like, just throw them. I feel like people hold on to ults for way too long. It's a common mistake. It really is. It might be the most common mistake. Holding your ult for the perfect scenario. There's rarely ever going to be the perfect scenario. Just throw it. If you can get 1 or 2 people, that'll win you the game. Moon Knight pick here is good. They're all clustered up. It's one of the few things that Moon Knight can very well take advantage of in domination. Unfortunate. Stood in the wrong place. You got to stand on the left side. I think if Moon Knight takes the flank on the left or the right, he lives that. Like, you wouldn't even be in that position to die there. Wrong. When it comes to when you're okay, another Loki rant, but you have to take out these clones. And Invis is really good at doing that passively. If you throw your orb, not on point, but if you throw it specifically on one of the clones, you're better off getting more value like that. You can't just throw it randomly. You have to throw it on clones if you're playing against the Loki. I would save your orb specifically for that, honestly. I mean, y'all are picking up ground. Like I said, I mean, if I had one gripe to say about this whole interaction right here is that you guys didn't use ults faster. Like, you're not using them enough. I know you're trying to save them for a big team fight or whatever, but you're letting them capture point. Like, they're at 70, 80. And if you don't know anything about point capture theory, the sweet spot is like above 70. If you can get above 70, that's one fight that you have to win if they stall. If you can stall it out, that's only one team fight that you have to win. At minimum, it's 2 fights, or at maximum, it's 2 fights, but at minimum, it's 1. You want the least amount of fights you can take as possible, because that gives them a chance to come back. Very good ult. That was very good timing. Don't use it as fast as you can. Just wait as long as you can. I don't play Invis a lot, so I have to rewatch this. Okay, I don't know how the shield works, but even if the shield, let's say it's not 100, I don't know. I think he hit above the shield, so it got you on the aftershock. I think if you stand behind your Magneto, you win. I think you just got a little too antsy is all. I think you got a little too nervous. I don't think it hit through your shield. I think it hit the top part of the what's it called? The top part of the hitbox, and you got hit in the aftermath. I really like, nah, never mind. Fuck me, dude. I was about to give your Gambit a compliment. I was about to say, I like your Gambit's positioning here. This is really good support positioning, whether he knew it or not. But he gave up his positioning for aggression. And while that's all well and fine, I mean, this Moon Knight's, or that, what's it called? That Kung Fu guy is right there. He should have stayed up there as long as he could. Ask for help. Honestly, team positioning isn't the worst. Moon Knight shouldn't be standing where he's standing, though. He should be trying to take an off angle as much as he can. I think if he stands like somewhere right here, he gets more value because he can see the team in a better way. It's all about angles, man. I know I don't play DPS a lot. If you're not taking angles, you're playing the role like 25% wrong already. Like right here, it's fine for him not to take an angle because he's right. Like the team has got to face him, so him being in the lane makes sense. But when there are like a lot of people around him, it's better just to take an angle. It minimizes your losses. They have to look in different directions. All right, so far a good recovery. Walking down mid. Honestly, you got ult advantage. If you want to throw this as soon as point is open, it's not a not smart idea. You can literally throw it as soon as you, yeah. Okay, now you kind of have to. They're gonna push up for free if you don't. Honestly, a really good dodge. I'm not going to fault Fuddy for this, but I will say, I mean, there's potential to still win. And you got damage resistance from your thing. You should be taking advantage of that as much as possible. All right, you won this, but it was a little risky. I think you should be using the melee tech more. But you just don't play Invis a lot, so I highly doubt that's on the first thing on your mind. Why isn't anybody playing Jeff here, honestly? Honestly, Jeff isn't that bad these days. He's not good, but he's not that bad these days. I just hate seeing him all the time when it's not a good map for him. That's it. And his ult hitbox is ridiculously stupid. They need to fix that. It doesn't match the visual at all. Very good ult. Good anticipation. Honestly, that was really good. There's not much better that you could have played that right there. There really isn't. A lot of support and tank is just anticipating. If you can do that, you're halfway there. But she's trying to drift it onto point. That was a good recovery. Y'all dominated on that second round. That middle round and that first round were kind of rough, though. They could have went either way. Not bad for a first game. You were getting used to one another? Yeah, I've used that excuse before. So what, are you a flex support now? Are you flexing to support? Are there no support players on your team? You're flexing all rows, so. All right, looks like this game is gonna have a Hella ban, a Logan save, a BP ban, a Gambit save, and a Rogue ban. The other team is going to save Sue, or they're gonna ban Sue, Thing, and Moon Knight, and they're gonna save Loki's and the Phoenix. Really? Yo, what's his name was really happy that you were going to be on Rocket. Dom was expecting it. He was ready for this gameplay. Honestly, Rocket's just too weak compared to the other supports. The other supports need fucking nerfs. Just so much nerfs. Cloak and Dagger? I think Cloak and Dagger is overrated other than the ult. The ult is probably one of the better ones in the support category because of the pressure that you can do by moving it forward. Okay. A few things to already know right here. And I think it's just because you don't play this character. I know you don't. You have like less than like 3 hours on the character probably within the last couple of seasons. One of the first things you could have done was abuse your terror cape. So you're engaging, right? Hold up. You're engaging right here. You see that your team is full health, but you have all your cooldowns. Cloak is one of those characters where you kind of have to abuse your cooldowns as much as you can, but you should be abusing your terror cape every chance you get. So you know your team is full. There's kind of no point in healing, but what you can do is use that black terror cape. If you use it right here, their team is not only going to lose vision, but they're going to take more damage. Therefore, your Strange has more chance of surviving this encounter. Holy fuck. Terror cape. You're not using your terror cape enough. You should have already used it like maybe 3 or 4 times. Honestly, this is kind of rough, but I know you don't play the character, so I'll let it slide. Like, I don't think you understand how much you should be abusing your terror cape. You're, like, losing 25% of your kit from not doing it. Like, you should be throwing it every chance you get on every opportunity. Right here, your team is full. There's no reason to heal them up. Strange has got more than 3/4 of his health. Or more than 3/4 of his health. He's got shield all the way up. You know it because they're just now pushing up. Just throw the terror cape. That's a good ult, though. Like, you should have been doing that a lot more. This is why we want to see the VOD so bad. I mean, I don't mind doing these things for you guys, but I genuinely question whether you guys enjoy this or not, or y'all just like making fun of Fuddy. Too late. You gotta get used to that timing. Honestly, not bad decision making right there. Good use of wall coverage and keeping yourself safe. A lot of people might think that might have been the wrong play, and you're letting your Groot die. But you're picking your Groot every chance you get without killing yourself, which is the more important thing than anything. I really hope you don't use your ult here, though. Honestly, that, as bad as that retreat looked, I think that was a lost fight anyways, but you were doing it to the most efficient way possible. One of the few things about support is getting away with healing people while not risking your own life. The more safe you are, the better. Like, your life is the most important on the team because you being alive and you keeping your other support alive means that overall you're keeping your entire team up at more likely than not. Like, in terms of priority of who you should keep up, it should be you, your other support, and then whoever is necessary on the battlefield other than that. But it's always you and then your other support. They canceled Groot's ults. Yeah, that's probably a good call. Honestly, no. You should have dragged it out further. I don't agree with that last dash there. If you dash out right here, hold up. Okay, so Loki copied it. Wasn't the other Invis? Their Loki hesitated on ulting, but if you drag it out, they take more tick damage. More likely for them to die. I think they legitimately, maybe 1 or 2 more people die there. Look at them. That person would have died faster. And maybe you might have got another person. It's highly likely. And you're still not using your terror cape enough, but like I said, you don't play this. I'll give you your little pass by there. There we go. Good usage. See, look. What did I say? Use terror cape more, man. You have to. Every chance you get, you should be throwing it out. You just saw right there in broad daylight why you should be using it more. You literally secured 2 kills just by using one ability. Let me watch this out, actually. No, never mind. If I had to say one thing, I've seen you do this maybe like 2 or 3 times already. Don't throw your white ball. Don't throw your white ball on your teammates. Like, I know that sounds weird, but you don't want to throw it on your teammates. You want to throw it where they will be. You see their team is pushing up. It's probably not best to put it on point. You probably need to throw it like right here where there's Gambit is standing. They're pushing up. They're taking all the space. Loki's getting his clones up in the back line on the enemy team. So you know that they're going to push up, and they're pushing up heavy. So if I were you, I would have placed it where that Gambit is, because you know they're going to be there. Because that orb on the point is, like, it was useful for the first second, but after that, like, they just backed up. Good positioning here. You're keeping yourself safe. You hear? Yo. You gotta throw that terror cape out. Especially right here. You probably wouldn't have gotten the kill. Maybe your Magneto gets this. If he slams dunk. Nice. You gotta work on those dashes, man. Hold up. Let me rewatch that. I could be wrong, but I'm almost like certain that was... Yeah, you should have pushed forward more. I get it. You're trying to surround the point with the ult, but I think you're better off just using it right here and then going forward. They would be standing in it. You can't forget about the damage that your ult does as well. Like, your ult doesn't do much damage, but for the off chance that it does help with the kill, you should be doing it. If it's safe enough for your team. If your team got thing ulted, I think that the way you use your ult actually would have worked better. It's scenario based, really. Y'all remember the days when fucking Cloak and Dagger's ults used to stack on top of each other? What a fucking retarded decision that the team made. The dev had no idea what they were doing with that bullshit, can't lie. That was dumb. That should have never been in the game. I didn't even realize, but y'all are playing triple support. Honestly, a little yucky, but I mean, they're playing triple support. You either mirror or you, what's it called? You either mirror or you play triple tank. And honestly, you're playing the weaker triple support. Loki, or if Gambit's open, you have to ban Loki. You just have to. Oh, that Magneto is getting fucked. How do you even get here? Is it really just the Thor? He gave himself way too much positioning issues right there. That's on him. Yo, I don't know if your friend watches my VOD. Yo, shout out to the guys if they watch this on the tubes later on. But dude, you can't give up your positioning like that. Any better Thor player would fucking kill you right there. And your group kind of lagged in the brain a little bit. If he had placed a wall where that Thor was going, once he saw that he got kidnapped, I don't think your Magneto even had a chance of dying there, but you still don't want to risk it. Any better team will take full advantage of that. Better team being me 1v6ing on the enemy team, because I can do that. Because I'm infinitely better than you guys. But that's just goes without a saying, I think. Oh, that one was a rough one. No fucking way I just watched that bullshit. Oh, I gotta watch that. I gotta watch this. Oh. You can't stand near the edge when there's a Thor. You just can't. That buff helps him so much. I don't think he's like as low as tier as people say, but I don't think he's... That buff does a lot more for him. A good bit. Good ult. Eh? The fucking wall? The wall. The wall got you. Yeah, you gotta be careful of Groot, man. I thought I told you. I thought we talked about that. I mean, you won the fight, don't get me wrong, but you gotta watch out for that Groot wall. How? Okay, so a lot of people don't know, but Groot wall actually kills through a lot of support ults. The only reason you don't really ever see it happen a lot, it's really hard to pull off. So he gets the tendrils here. That was your own Groot? Am I retarded? Oh, the mirror happened to you. You're still technically in here because you have the grass around you. You need to preemptively do this before this happens. You're still technically in there somewhere. That's bugged? No, it's not bugged. That's how it's always worked. I just didn't even realize that it was his own team. I mean, that's just a pullback. Okay, I don't know if you win this or lose this. I really don't. But you need to tell this sheer night guy in any way, shape, or form when you're going against players that are maybe of equal skill, if not better, if you know they are, you can't do this. You can't do this ult. Like, maybe on a rare occasion if somebody's like super fucking low, but in my mind, this is already lost. So I think this is just gonna be a stall. Like I said, I don't know how this is gonna play out. You could get lucky, but I think this is a lost fight from the start. I don't think this ult's any good. I mean, yeah, look at this. Like, it's exactly as I said. There's literally no benefit to using this ult. You're just wasted it. You gotta tell him not to do that. That's gonna lose you some games in the future. Look at that. I mean, am I a fucking genius or what? Luckily, their support also wastes their ult. But that's the only saving grace here. It made them use so much though, it was worth. But if you're gonna go against a better team, that's not gonna work. Fair cape. Good shit. Good cape. And he died for it too. I thought that would have saved them, but I think you weren't close enough. I don't know how far that range is, so I can't even give you a tip on that. This is a good preemptive ult, as long as you don't ult. Wait, just wait for your animation to be over. Wait for the card animation to be over, and then ult. Yup. Exactly as I planned. Yup. Perfect. This is a good ult. This literally could not have been a better ult. That was literally the best way you could have used your ult there. Wait for the Gambit ult to be finished around you, then you just push up. Unfortunately, you lose. Your team pretty much used everything, and they have more ults coming up, but I think it's worth. Because you're about to win. Am I a genius or what? I can read the game like no other, man. But he got subbed? Yeah, I think he got subbed in. Alright, so this is the third and final game according to Fuddy, but he wanted to see what they would do without him being subbed in, so he subbed out. I'll be looking at this more from a team perspective than anything. I'll try and give out a call out, or I'll try to still do what I normally do, which is call out team positioning, what they could do better and stuff like that. Looks like we're getting a poke fight already. That thing is really in there. I mean, the Bucky made it work. I'm surprised that person even died. Venom is staking out the top left of my screen. Honestly, enemy teams should just retreat. I don't know what this enemy team is doing. Venom is just sitting there waiting. Your team is clueless. I mean, one of you is probably gonna die to that Venom or he just escapes. Never mind, that guy fucking sucks. Alright, so a thing, or that you gotta tell your team, is whenever you're playing on this map, every now and then, even I do it, somebody's gotta look up at this angle. You have to. Because realistically, let's say he has ult there, and their team has a good push, you just lose. If you had just looked up on the top left. Just a possible scenario that could happen. You gotta watch out for. Your thing is in there, man. Holy shit. I kind of respect it, but at the same time, maybe giving them a little bit too much ult charge by doing that. You gotta remember, whenever you're winning a fight already, you're kind of losing if you stay in there longer than you need to, and you know you're not gonna get a pick because you're giving them ult charge, which ends up that might be costing you later in the late game. Like right there, why did he peek that? There's nowhere near. Like, you just gave somebody like maybe 6% ult charge, and for what? You gotta think about the trades. Like, what are you peeking for, and if you peek it, is it worth? Good. That's good ult right there. Gotta get out, yeah. Can't survive that. That was a good call. Ult mags, ult mag, too late. Oh, you're very lucky that they charged that. Tough, man. You had bubble and everything. Why didn't you fucking use it? Yep. You could have saved your team. Honestly, if I had to say anything about that fight, if they have a Jeff and they have a cloak and dagger, and you're debating on what to use your mag ult on, it's almost better and always better to use it on the Jeff. It just is that way. Because the edge is right there. Probably wasn't expecting it. I mean, you need to expect it. If you're gonna play Mag, you need to know what to throw your ult at. Your ult is only good for one person. It's gotta count. I understand if you gotta switch up your target mid like fight, because like maybe let's say they got shielded or something, but you have to know who you're going to at least target first. Probably could have got saved if it's low-key, like... What is that? I don't like this ult, man. It worked! Oh hell nah. What you got me watching, man? What you got me watching, man? Do I like aggressive ults? Yes, I do, but like there was no plan there. That should not have worked. That should not have worked. I don't think he knew. He just did it to did it. Like that's actual luck. Generation of miracles? That's what I'm saying. Did you just watch what I watched? Fuck no. In any normal game where like that doesn't work. Oh, I like this positioning, but he should have placed another clone beforehand. See, the reason you do this, I don't play Loki a lot, but when I do, I know what I'm talking about. He stands right here, places another clone. That clone gets replaced, and now he doesn't have a clone here, sitting here, shooting at the payload. Because, like, if he shoots right here, if he puts a clone right here, he has more of a chance of hitting his teammate than right here. Because the payload is in this way. Yes, you look like he just doesn't have the optimal, like, look at it. You gotta think about where you're placing your clones, man. You have to. It's your entire kit. Like, this positioning is immaculate. You gotta worry about those clone placements, man. Like, you wasted a clone. Like, that clone that you have on cooldown can be 2 right now. Because it sounds like you're about to need it. It can be 2. But because you forced yourself to placing a clone in the wrong spot because you weren't thinking about where you were repositioning to, you just don't have the optimal amount of clones that you can. Because it sounds like you're about to fucking need it. Because now your clones are dead. Now you could have 2 and be shooting, DPSing. Luckily, they do everything so slow that you'd end up having 2. But you could have had it faster. Or you could have had it guaranteed instead of a dice roll. They managed to pull through this, though. I guess that's the important part, but just like a nitpick, I guess. A nitpick that will carry you, actually. Yo, I might not be good at every character, but man, do I know this fucking game. Holy shit. Years of torture of Overwatch have taught me some shit, man. Just reposition. You don't even have it. This Magneto needs to just leave. Nope. Okay. I don't know what comms are here, but let's imagine. I don't think he got a comm that his supports were walking up. His support should have said, "I see you," or I'm almost there," and Mag just holds it right here. Because even if Emma goes in diamond form, he lives that. He's putting himself in too much danger, and because he felt like he was in danger, he felt like he had to use this orb. If he just stands right here, he only has to worry about 1 person guaranteed. Positioning matters, man, especially when you're playing tank. When you're playing tank and support, your positioning matters the most. Luckily, your team clutches that with no issues. A lot that can be improved, honestly. Y'all are doing good in, like, general team fights. Some of you might be thinking that I'm nitpicking here and there. When you're climbing and you're winning against, or playing against a better team, you have to not make mistakes as much as possible. And if you're gonna make a mistake, it's gotta be a good mistake. It's gotta be the most optimal mistake that you can make. Really? The Ultrons? Holy shit. No shot. I thought I was the only Ultron player out there in the world. You never see this character, ever. Everybody thinks he's underrated, or everybody thinks he's shit. Criminally underrated champion right here. Unfortunately, they got a Phoenix, so he's got to watch out for that. But that's all honestly, that's all he's really got to worry about. So far, so good. I mean, it's like your average. I mean, maybe a little bit more closer than I would prefer. Ultron doesn't have fall off, honestly. If you're gonna play Ultron, it's probably better to stand like right fucking here. You lose no advantage. You have the same amount of sight, if not more, and it's probably harder for them to shoot you constantly and accurately if you just stand back. It's all about the ult charge. No, bad bubble right here. I don't like that. I don't like that decision at all. Very good melee. Not bad. Maybe 1 or 2 more ults than you probably should have used, but I mean, you got it close. Loki? Loki. I don't know. I don't think that's justified. I don't think there's any reason to ult there as Loki. Shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it. This was a bad ult. Your ult just now went away, and I think Phoenix was never going to get anybody. And your Ultron's already ulting too. That's a communication error. It just wasn't gonna happen. That was really bad. 3 support ults on, what's it called? For one team fight where they only use 2. Like, that's just a bad trade. You sure you get point, but this next fight is almost a guaranteed loss. If their support is not dumb enough and knows. I mean, it's just something you gotta get used to. You gotta predict what's gonna happen. I didn't look at his POV, but I could already tell that was a bad ult. Like, I almost knew. Little misplay? Yeah, you say a little misplay, and I get it. The thing about misplays is that now they're up 1. So whether it was a misplay or not, like, it's going to be a really hard team fight because now they're guaranteed 1 up. Like, they're up by 1. Whether their team executes on it is a different story, but the situation remains the same. That decision could have cost you a game. Low-key, not even trolling. Like, legitimately, that could cost you a game. Just got to be a little bit more aware of it. Overall, better team fighting and better gameplay, but the macro decision making, it needs a lot of work. Like, where are you standing? Why are you standing there? Are you looking here? Are you looking at this top left corner on the random spot of the map every now and then to make sure that you're not getting flanked for no reason? Are you ulting the right person when they have 2 supports that basically need to be ulted by 1 mag? It might not seem like a lot, but a few fixes on those decisions can determine whether you win the game or not. I think you overall have a better team for sure, but the macro play is really, you need to work some rust off of that for sure. That needs some WD-40, maybe a spit shine here and there. Before a team that never played with each other, you gotta admit they were really good. If you're saying that this team has never played with each other, then yeah, that was good. Like, there's like some communication errors here and there. I mean, communication error is honestly one of the easiest things to fix, but it's the hardest one to fix consistently because I feel like some people who are not used to talking, aka Fuddy, who are not used to talking and giving out callouts, they get into the habit of like they're doing it and then they forget they gotta keep doing it. Like they're doing it in their head, but they're not doing it out loud. Like they know the information that's on their screen, but they're not saying it out loud. I mean, this is an almost entirely different team, right? Sure Knight's the only person here that I recognize. Overall, good. Just need some work here and there. You know, like I said, man, hey, yo, coach, hire me, yo. I know what I'm doing. I'm that guy. Look, I get it. You don't have enough time, so your heart's stuck gold. But look at me, man. I'm just sub me in, man. Just let me be the coach. I know how the game works inside and out. I know how to play the macro and the micro. I know how the game works better than anyone on this earth. Trust me, I can carry.